it's Vince. I'm in my kitchen today making one of these Everyplate meals. Have you guys heard about this? I've made a couple videos about it before, but it's one of those meal delivery services. It's actually one of the most affordable meal delivery kits, and you can get your first box for just $18 if you use the link in the description box below. If you want to see an unboxing video, I'll put a link up in the card here for one of my unboxings. Today I'm going to be making the chipotle glazed meatloaf. So come along, let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I did was preheated the oven to 450 degrees, and then I washed all the produce really well. I cannot find my peeler right now, so that is why I left the skins on the carrots, but don't worry, I scrubbed them really good. I'm also chopping up some green onions. They wanted the white part of the green onions to be chopped up separately for the meatloaves, and then the top of the green onion will be used mostly as a garnish later on. And then I'm just peeling some garlic that I'm going to grate up. That'll go into the meatloaves. I like to grate my garlic. It just is a lot easier than mincing it up by hand. And I also kept some garlic whole and wrapped it up in tin foil. That's going to go in the oven with the carrots and the meatloaves and roast alongside, and then flavor the mashed potatoes. So the next step is to just put a little oil on these carrots and a little salt and pepper. It says to use vegetable oil, but I use olive oil. And then with clean hands, you just toss the carrots around in the oil. Spread them out evenly. Alright, on to the next step. It says, in a medium bowl, gently combine beef, scallion whites, chopped garlic, half the panko breadcrumbs, and a 1/4 teaspoon of the chipotle powder, and a pinch of salt and pepper. And I also decided to add in just a little bit of Worcestershire sauce just for extra flavor. And then I just mix it with my hands because that's the only easy way to do it. And then you form it into 2 small loaves and place them right onto the baking sheet with the carrots and the garlic. You can see my potatoes are bubbling away there. The recipe told me to cut them in quarters, but I just went ahead and boiled them whole. It does take a little bit longer, but it's the same. Now I'm putting this in the oven and it's going to roast for about 15 minutes. So I just put that in the oven. It has to be in there for 15 minutes, and I'm going to let my potatoes keep cooking until they're fork tender. But I just wanted to say that this knife is one of the best knives that I've ever had. This is a Faberware knife, and it comes with a holder that says, it's called the Edge Keeper, and it actually sharpens it every time you put it in there. And this is the most sharp knife that we've ever had in our house, and I love it. It stays sharp. It's really, the handle feels really nice. For Christmas, I also got some ceramic knives from my sister. I haven't even opened them yet. I know. But I haven't been living here. I've been traveling, so I have to open these up. But I've had these before. These are the Kyocera brand. Ceramic knives are awesome, but they can break, so be careful with them if you end up getting some. But if you're interested in these knives, seriously, literally the best knife we've ever had. And I don't remember where we got it, but I'm going to see if it's on Amazon, and I'll link it below for you guys. Get yourself some good knives. It just makes a world of difference when you're trying to cook. If you have a sharp knife, you can do anything. Alright, so while that's in the oven, I'm just mixing up the glaze, which is this tomato paste. The recipe says ketchup, but they sent me tomato paste. I'm also adding in the rest of that chipotle powder. I added some ketchup just because the tomato paste was a little too thick, and then just a little more Worcestershire sauce as well. Mixing that up really good. That's going to go on the meatloaves. And then once the potatoes are done, you drain them and then you mash them up. I don't have a potato masher, so I was making do with what I had, which is forks. And just added some butter and then a little packet of the sour cream that they sent. And looking back now, I probably could have let the potatoes cook for another minute, but they were still good. Alright, so these have cooked for 15 minutes, which means it's now time to add the glaze to the top. And then this will go back into the oven for about 5 minutes or until it's nice and caramelized. I thought about flipping the carrots a little bit, but they were actually okay. They were cooking pretty evenly because I cut them nice and thin. So the last step has arrived, which is removing the garlic from the skins after it's been roasted. It's nice and soft. Just add it in the mashed potatoes, and then it's time to make up a plate. One of the things I love about Everyplate is how the meals are portioned out. So this is enough food for 2 people. It's going to be filling and really delicious, good food. And because you're cooking at home, you can control what kind of ingredients you're using, how much salt you're putting in there. So you can go off the calorie counts that Everyplate gives you, and you can also find a lot of these recipes preloaded into MyFitnessPal in case you're tracking calories or macros. Let's give this a try. This looks so good. Yes! This is so good. This is comfort food. This is fast. It's easy. It's affordable. It's fresh. This is comfort food. So, if I've piqued your interest in Everyplate, why not give it a try? You can go ahead and get your first box at a discounted rate below. It'll apply the coupon directly for you. All you have to do is sign up, choose your meals, and you too can have delicious, easy recipes delivered to your door. I gotta go eat this, so bye.